What's going on out there, good people? It is your boy Look Around with LMD Trading, and we are back. We are back with another daily trade review. Today, we are going to be reviewing trades from a solid day in the market, or we say day, let's say solid morning in the market, because we were only in it for about an hour or so. Had a few ideas on the watch list, fairly thin watch list this morning based on the gap list. But once the market did open, we were able to find a few more ideas on our previous high of day scanner. Dropped those on the watch list, found some key areas in it, and took some trades on those as well. So let's go ahead, let's get the thumbnail watch list pulled up, let's get TRADERVUE pulled up, and let's get to reviewing these trades. So let's go. All right, so this was our watch list this morning. Only had 3 ideas on this watch list as the market opened. We had COWN, we had DG, and we had DQ. Those were the only 3. And I'm gonna go ahead and bring this so that we can see actual start of the market on these. But those were our 3 that we were watching. Took a trade on COWN, didn't get trades off on DQ or DG. But as the market opened, we have our daily high, which is basically stocks that are trading above the previous day's high. And we saw FE or FFIE pop up. You see it's at the top of the watch list still. We had blue pop up. That's at the top of the watch list. And also had this pop up on another watch list, CPNG, or another scanner, I guess I should say. So we added those to the watch list. MTEK, this is one that RT was trading over at Relentless Trader. So I dropped it there just to see what it was doing. Actually took a trade on it, small position. That was our only red trade of the day, that one right there. But this is what we were working with. And like I say, I usually have my daily ideas right here. And then I'll rotate this watch list between some other watch lists. It's usually going to be this one here or the daily highs above the 9 moving average. And you see they're basically the same stocks that's going to pop up. This here is sorted by percent gains, because these here I want to see what are moving fast. But that is what we were watching this morning. So let's go ahead, let's get TRADERVUE pulled up. We could look at the particulars. Here you see we are reviewing trades from July 5th, Tuesday. Hope everybody out there had a good 4th of July. Hopefully you had a nice long good weekend and it was safe. But we took 6 trades today. Closed P&L, $314 and 55 cents. As you can see, we traded COWN. Took 2 trades on that one. One to target, one break even. We traded blue to target. MTEK, that was our red trade of the day. Took a half position on that one. And then we traded FFIE. Took 2 trades on that one. One to target and one we got out at a half R on that one. But that is how we did today. Nice, solid morning in the market. I think that it was. But let's see what these trades look like. They may tell a different story. So let's go ahead and get Thinkorswim pulled up. And if you have not already hit that like button, please do so. Please do so. If you find me for the first time, please think about subscribing. I do these reviews every day and like to learn from them. So possibly you may be able to learn as well. For those that have been here a few times, you see that the layout has changed a little bit. We have now added TRADERVUE up at the upper right. just a little small window there. I can kind of flip back and forth on. And then we had 2 minute to 5 minute. I'll probably be rotating, not sure which one of these. Probably gonna be the 2 minute out for the 15 sometimes, because I know one of these trades I did take off of a 15-minute chart. So let's go ahead, let's get rocking and rolling. I am going to review blue first. So let's go ahead, let's get blue pulled up. And I hate that TRADERVUE changed this to where it puts all of your details at the bottom. But those were our details for blue. Let's go ahead. Let's get this over here where it needs to be. We see that we got into blue at 9:53 and 53. So that would have been in that candle, got in, triggered us in at 475 right there. So want to get in as it was breaking that candle there. This is one, I actually called this one out in RT's chat room once I saw it on my scanner and saw the nice move that it made. Took 500 shares on this. Let's see what our stop would have been. I had it rounded up to 10 cents on the stop. It was 6 cents on this candle. Rounded it up to 10, took 500 shares. We see that maximum that we went in the hole on this was only $4.70. So this trade never really went against us. Hit target 109.30. So solid trade out the gate. We'll look just to see where we ended up getting out of, see how much was left in this trade. 957. So we would have been getting out of this candle at 495. And then that last batch got us out at 497. So getting out right here. Why is it? Oh, and dropped a bunch of arrows on there. But still had a little bit of move left in it. Would have pulled back and then would have kept going. So solid trade on that one. Solid trade. Let's go to the next one. Next one we're going to review is this Mtek trade. That was our red trade of the day. Like I said, took a small position on it. If we look here just at actually I won't, because y'all are looking at small charts. I'm looking at big charts on my screen still. So let's get the regular chart pulled up for it. And this one, I wasn't too impressed with this stock. So let's see where we got in on this one and see if it was even worth getting in the trade. Got in at 10:06. 10:06. So we've been getting in on that candle, 189. Oh no, we're not on the right candle. There we go. 10:06, 189. So, and once I got in this trade, I knew it was not a good trade. Really should have tried to go ahead and get out of it, but it really didn't give me a chance to. But this one here had a 12-cent stop. Range of this candle was 11 cents. Gave it 1 extra penny. We stopped out at 0.119. So 12-cent stop out on that one. Like I said, didn't take a full position. I have no clue what Alexa's back there talking about. But got in here as it broke VWAP. No confirmation. Would have wanted to at least see this come up, retest the VWAP, and then go. So just a poor trade. Good thing we were only in this one on a half position. Stopped out at 10.12. Let's see where 10.12 is at. 10.12, and we stopped out at 177. So just as it was coming back down below that candle. And that's the thing. Once we know what our risk is, once we know, okay, that's going to be a 12-cent stop. We do the math, figure out how many shares we need to take for the risk that we're going to have in the trade. It's real simple. Load that up inside of Active Trader, put your target on the other end of it, and then it's either going to work or it's not going to work. This one did not work. But let's go ahead. Let's get to COWN. Let's take a peek at this first one. It went to target perfectly. This was a very nice trade. You can see on the TraderVue charts where we entered in. Nice clean entry on the 2-minute. Let's go over here. Let's get it pulled up on Thinkorswim. And let's see how it was looking. And we took this one early, 9:36. A little choppy, we'll say that. Okay, hold on. That's not the right chart. So I'm like, no, that doesn't look right. Today, there we go. Had that going back one day too far. So we got in this at 9:36, got in at $28.37. Bam, right as it was breaking this area that we had marked on the chart. Let's take a peek at it on the 5. 5 doesn't really show you much on there as well because we only 2 candles on the 5-minute chart in. But we were getting in this one as it broke this area right there. Stayed in this trade 6 minutes, got out at 9:42. 9:42 in this candle right here, got out at 29:37. $9.42 right there on that candle. So this thing made a nice move up. It just did get us target, a little bit above it, pulled back. Almost would have pulled back all the way to break even. And then it took off again. So nice solid trade there. This is what we like to see all the time. Just get in it. If you look over there at TraderVue, you see that it never went against us. Maximum unrealized losses was 0. Maximum realized or unrealized profits was $100, and that's what we made off that trade. So nice, clean, solid trade. And that one there, that was one that I wanted to fiddle with the target on there. I got to hold steadfast, take that target, and then come back and find another trade. But let's not try to squeeze all that we can out of these trades. But let's take a look at this second one. This one, closed P&L was $1. I know that this stock kept going, so I'm kind of curious as to why. And if we look, we don't even see our entry, which tells me that the entry was right behind that one, and it's in this same 2-minute candle. So let's look. Yep, we got in this one at 10:20, and we were out a little over a minute later. What is up with that? So let's go ahead. Let's look at it in Thinkorswim. We got in this one at 10:20. Let's find 10:20, and we got in at 24 or 29.24. So right there. It's not showing me nothing on the 2-minute. I didn't think that it would. So we're going to take a peek at it on the 2 and the 5. I'm not even going to worry about where we got out at because it was at the same pretty much spot. But like we said, it made this nice move up. It pulled back pretty much almost to break even for us. Made this move back up. And I don't see nothing on the 2. Let's peek at the 5. 5, we're just breaking this candle here. Again, not really seeing much in that. I probably wouldn't have wanted to take this because of this right here. Gonna give us a little resistance, which it did. But again, if we were getting in there, stop would have needed to been way down here at the bottom of this candle. And let's take a peek at the 15. Where is today? There's today. Let's go ahead. Let's blow that one up. 15 looks a little cleaner. Now I can see why we got in that one. And I do remember this trade now because I remember telling myself, okay, I got that much room in this trade. Excuse me. I got this much room in the trade once I get into it. So we enter in here. Let's highlight that candle. That candle is 81 cents. So we would have needed about an 85-cent stop. And look at that thing. It went. What happened was we were over share sized on this trade. Let's do the math real quick. Let's bring up the calculator. We're going to risk $50. We're going to multiply that by, let's say, 85 cents. We would have needed 58 shares. So we could round that up and let's say we would have needed 60 shares. If you look over here, you see that we had 100 shares for this trade. So I didn't change the share size in active trader window, and I just got out of the trade. What I should have done was got out of the excess shares, which I've ran into this problem in the past where I load up everything and I'll forget to change the share size. I'll get in the trade. If that trade goes against me, I'm gonna lose more than the risk than I wanted to lose. If it just instantly goes in your favor, then you're good. It's like, why get out of it? But this one kind of chopped around a minute. So I got out at break even. What I did was I moved the stop up to break even. What I should have did, smart thing to do would have been to dump the excess shares and then keep the stop where it was at, let that trade play out, and we see that it would have worked. Let's see. We would have, let's say we had an 85-cent stop. We would have needed $1.70 out of it. $1.70 would have been to 31. Would have came up a little bit short on there. It went up to 30.44. But like I said, we would have been moving that stop up as the trade went in our favor. But that's why that one ended up being $1. I was wondering why it was basically a break-even trade. And it was because we kind of share sized on that one. All right, and let's review these last two trades. FFIE. This is another one that I called out in Relentless Traders chat room. RT likes to trade low float stocks. So he looked at this one. He said that the float was a little too high for him. So he didn't want no parts of it. But this one works for my trading plan 100%. Looking at the charts in TRADERVUE, man, both of these look nice. The 2-minute was a nice entry. 5-minute was a nice entry. But let's get it on the let's get it on Thinkorswim's charts. So we got in this one at 1028. 1028, and we got in at 412. Boom, we're right where we're supposed to be at. Solid entry. This was a nice little breakout. This was a nice, clean breakout. Got in right there. And this thing never really looked back. It went against us $4. We got out of this one at 1043. Stayed in it for a good little minute. 1042, that's going to be that candle. We got out at 464 as it was pulling back. So this one was one that we did play with the target a little bit. But you see, it made us a few extra dollars. We made 132 off of it. Looking at this, just the way that it was moving, what it looked like was that shorts were having to cover. So it would chop around, like the shorts would try to get in, and then it'll pop, and then they have to cover. Then it'll chop around. They're like, okay, let's see if we're going to hold this level. Nope, it'll pop again. So solid trade there. And that's why this one, I was like, let's see if we can catch one of those where it's popping and it's going to continue to run. And made a few more dollars than our target. So not bad, not bad. And we see we made 104 off of it. Let's look at what the unrealized was, 132. So once this thing went up over target, we just moved our stop to target. And then if it came back, we're going to stop out at target. But if it keeps moving, we could try to see if we might be able to get us another R out of the trade. And this one almost did go 1.5. And let's take a peek at this last one. This one here, I was pretty much just ready to shut it down. So probably could have gotten more out of this trade, I'm thinking. Yep, look at the chart. Could have got a lot more out of it had we just left our stop alone. Definitely would have went to target. But let's go ahead. Let's take a peek at it on the chart. We got in this one at 1106. Let's find 1106 on the 2 minute. 1106, we got in at 483. Drop an arrow. Again, not quite as clean a breakout, but getting in as it breaks this point right here. This right there. We highlight that candle. The high of that is 483. So got in as it broke the high of that candle right there. Got out of this one 3 minutes later. 1109, and we got out at right there. Man, look at what we left on the table. On this one, we actually gave this quite a bit of room. We only bought 70 shares. It was like a half position that we were trading on this one. And this one has not calculated our stats yet. That sucks, because I would have definitely wanted to see what our maximum unrealized was. So I have to check this one later. But look at what it did. Came up, pulled back right here to the 9 moving average. This thing has just been trading the 9 moving average all morning. Let's take a peek. Look at that. Right here, it kind of dipped below it, but it's just bouncing off that 9 moving average. Till it came up here, it's finally rolling over, but man, nice trades this morning. This one here, we definitely left some money on the table. Like I say, this was a half position, so we got 1 R out of the trade. But hope y'all enjoyed the recap. Hope you like the new layout where you can kind of see TRADERVUE up at the upper right. And then we have Thinkorswim with the usual information on there. But on that note, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. As always, if you liked it, please hit that like button. If you didn't like it, by all means, hit that thumbs down. But if you do, just leave some constructive criticism in the comment section. And on that note, we're going to wrap it up, and we will be ready to conquer the market again tomorrow. Peace.